Nomadism.
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 Yes. Then, yes, pastoral nomadism. There are so many important statements given by the historians. There are so many important statements given by the archaeologists. You have to follow them. Whenever you are studying your books, whenever you will study your materials, wherever you will collect, that does not matter. If you have the IGNO materials, there you will see lots of statement is given by the historians, writers, as well as the archaeologists. And I have told you yesterday that Charles Darwin, he has given one biological evolution, the statement about biological evolution, which was starting from 1860. Okay, according to him, he has given, it's a wonderful, it's a wonderful background of humans. It's a wonderful background of evolution of modern humans. Okay, then if we are going to little bit discuss about evolution of modern humans, then it is coming firstly the various type of skulls. Various type of skulls.
Skull.
There are large pictures. Yes, there are large pictures elaborated in your books. You can see that's types of skulls. Many thousands years back, the people's mind, the people's brain, the skulls were not looking good. It was little bit bigger than now. Okay. Then we have discussed about how the peoples hunted to the animals. That is called hunting, and that is gathering after hunting. Okay. Then we have discussed little bit about the periodization and spread of early cultures. History is always depends on time and table. History is always depends on period. If there is no time, there is no period, we cannot say that is perfect history. So we have to follow one period. Though it is ancient, though it is more ancient, yeah, it is medieval, it is modern, yeah, post-modern, always depends on time. Okay. Then we have conversation about the development of tools, various kind of tools. It is starting from Paleolithic phase, early Paleolithic, then middle Paleolithic, then upper Paleolithic. There are three kinds of phases, and all phases has different type of tools. Is it clear?
Yes,
Hello.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice. Yes, okay, nice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So different kind of tools. If I will talk about the early phase, that early phase tools were something different. The early phase tools are looking very bigger than the middle, than the upper. It was not coming very easily to hold that stone because it was bigger. Okay, but still they were used. Why they were used? Because that time was called as a stone age time, so that they were used that stone. It does not mean it's small size or bigger size, but they were used. They did not have much idea how to handle, how to collect the stone from the earth, how to use this stone to the animals. Yes, it was clear, but the later part of the time. Okay, and your book has mentioned many kind of tools, which is coming from the early phase. Okay, if I will come to the uh, middle Paleolithic phase, then middle Paleolithic phase has different kind of tools, but it is little bit small. It is little bit good than the early Paleolithic phase. If we will go to upper Paleolithic, then it is absolutely good than the early, than the middle. So the time is going, the human brains is developing. Whenever the human brains is developing, then everything is going to sort out. All the problem is going to sort out, and all the things is happening very well. Okay, so if we will go to Mesolithic period, Mesolithic. What do you mean by Meso? Can you tell me what do you mean by Meso?
Middle. Middle.
Meso means what?
Middle.
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 Yes, Meso
Middle.
means middle. Lithic means stone. Okay,
Stone.
Stone.
so it is called middle stone age. So middle stone age, yeah, Mesolithic age is absolutely very good time because it is the middle phase of Paleolithic and Neolithic. Okay, so Mesolithic phase, why I called it is absolutely fine time, because the Mesolithic phase is one of the good time for the humans, basically the primitive humans. From that time, things has come to the face of humans. Various things has come to face, has come to forward. So humans, the primitive humans, have started to know from the Mesolithic time. It has this period the humans have seen maximum things, not maximum things, which is called very important, basically for the livelihood, basically for the Celtic. That's what it is very important, because it's the middle part of the Neolithic and also the Neolithic. We will go to and also, this time you have already seen. I think you have already read in your book the tool's name. Have you remembered the tool's name? The Paleolithic time, Lower Paleolithic. I have told you yesterday two names of tools. One is Oldovian and Acheulean tools. Okay, that is coming from Lower Paleolithic. If I will talk about Middle Paleolithic, then Mousterian tools, looking very small size. Then the earlier tools. No, I would uh, good. Then go really. I age period. Is that clear? Is it
Yes,
clear or
sir.
not?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Okay. Okay. Yes. And we have all this education and way of life. This primitive people's the habitation. There is have an idea about protection life. It was whenever he was possible everything. Okay. Habitation को ମୁଁ କହିବି habitation ସେମିତି ଯେତିକି ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିଆନ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ଆର୍କିଓଲୋଜିଷ୍ଟ ମାନେ ମତ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି, ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ମତରୁ ଆମେ ଗୋଟିଏ କଥା ଜାଣିଲୁ ଯେ ତାଙ୍କର ଯୋଉ ୱେ ଅଫ୍ ଲାଇଫ ଟା ବା ତାଙ୍କର ହାବିଟେସନ ଟା ବେସିକାଲି ନର୍ମାଲ, କିଛି କିଛି ତାଙ୍କର ନଥିଲା। ଓକେ,
Hello.
we will go to arts and communication.
Hello, Biswaranjan
Hello.
sir. Biswaranjan sir. Your voice is breaking. Biswaranjan sir, are you listening to me? Biswaranjan sir, are you listening to me? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, your audio is breaking. Your audio is breaking. It's not clear. You
Not
keep
clear.
your mobile little bit. I have already informed all the viewers and all the learners that to mute their speaker, and they have already done. And you also do one thing. You keep your mobile little bit. You use the speaker. Not your. If do you have any your mini microphone hello, microphone cord you have, then you connect it, or you keep your mobile phone little bit nearest to your place or nearest to you, so that it can be audible, because your audio is breaking. So student is not I think they are not in a position to listen clearly. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Vishwaranjan sir, go ahead. Vishwaranjan sir, are you listening to me? Hello. Vishwaranjan sir, are you listening to me? Hello.
हेलो सर डिस्कनेक्टेड अछंती ऑफलाइन हे जंती
Okay, okay, okay. Put your switch on. Put your switch on. Dear learners, please wait for a while. So very soon you will be he'll back. So I hope there is some problem in his mobile, and so that is why he is not in a position to deliver his speech. So hello,
यस सर
Yes, sir.
Vishwaranjan. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Vishwaranjan sir, are you online? Vishwaranjan sir, are you online? Hello. Vishwaranjan sir, are you online? What's the problem here?
Where are you, sir? Sir, are you listening to me?
Yes, yes,
Hello, sir.
yes, yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, maybe network problem and your voice is not coming to hear very clear.
Okay, okay. That is why I was just explaining to him, but he is telling me my voice. Let me check because his voice is not coming.
Okay, sir.
So take your voice and then.
Sir, it's okay. We are waiting for result.
Okay, okay.
Hello. Hello, is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Okay, then good, good. ସେଇଠି ବସିଯିବୁ ସେପଟେ ଯୋଉଟା ତ କଣ ସାଉଣ୍ଡ କରୁଛନ୍ତି
Hello, sir. Shall we start now?
yes, yes, I'm start. Okay.
Go ahead. You are audible. You go ahead, please.
Yes, sir, yes. So we were discussing about second unit. The block one second unit we have discussed yesterday, the pastoral nomadism. We have given some introduction, then domestication of animals, general survey of spread of pastoral nomadism, different regions, and extent of mobility. Okay. And we have also discussed about society and economy. There also we have discussed society and economy. Unit 3, we have discussed about theoretical approaches for understanding transition, climatic stress method, and demographic method. Okay. The domestication of plants and animals, various plants, basically that time wheat were used by the peoples. If we will discuss about the animals, then dog, pig, sheep and cattle. These 4 animals are very important. Is it audible?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then early agricultural sites, beginning of food production in Southwest Asia, evidence from Anatolia, where we have got the evidences from Anatolia, Europe, Mesopotamia and China. Okay. The Neolithic Revolution, Unit 4, where we have discussed about dietary plant pattern, settlement pattern, tools, pottery making, weaving, exchange and use of metals and social structure. Okay, the last unit, I have not told you last unit to all, that is the implication for the world. Okay, where the sources, the origin of humans, modern humans, basically Homo sapiens. Okay, Homo sapiens in the sense the modern humans having good thinking. Okay, and how are the humans different from the animals? This unit has discussed about how Are humans different from the animals? Invention of tools, of course, this time the discovery of fire. The discovery of fire is found 500,000 years ago. Basically, Zhoukoudian cave in China, which was located in China, that cave. Okay. This unit has also discussed about kinship. What do you mean by kinship? Kinship, hello.
Yes, sir.
Do you know what is kinship? Okay, it is the wave of social relationship. Okay, the social relationship that form an important part of the lives of all humans in all societies. Then, of course, when did kinship emerge? When it is emerged? It is comes from 17,000 years old settlements along with the Nile river in Egypt. Okay.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, actually, sir, I have one question. What is the meaning of kimchi? I don't know, understand.
Okay, kinship. Kinship basically, yes, basically it is the wave of social relationship. Okay, ଗୋଟେ ସାମାଜିକ ସମ୍ପର୍କ kinship ଏକ
Yes, sir. Now I understood. Yes, sir.
ଏକ ସାମାଜିକ ସମ୍ପର୍କ ଯୋଉଟା କି ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ମଣିଷ ପାଖରେ ଥାଏ ଏବଂ ସମାଜର ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ମନୁଷ୍ୟଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ଥାଏ ଏଟା ଗୋଟେ ସାମାଜିକ ସମ୍ପର୍କ. Okay. Then invention of arts and language, then transformation, pastoral nomadism, and agriculture. These are coming from the Neolithic. After the Neolithic revolution, then implication for the world, the 5 unit. These are the elements of 5 unit. Then now we will go to the second block. The second block is basically the Bronze Age civilization. Okay, basically we have 4 ages. As I told you yesterday, ଆମେ ଚାରିଟା ଯୁଗ ବିଷୟରେ କଥା ହୋଇଥିଲୁ. ପ୍ରଥମ ହେଉଛି ବରଫ ଯୁଗ, ଆଇସ୍ ଏଜ୍, ଏବଂ ଦ୍ୱିତୀୟ ହେଉଛି ପ୍ରସ୍ତର ଯୁଗ, ଷ୍ଟୋନ୍ ଏଜ୍, ତୃତୀୟ ହେଉଛି ମେଟାଲ ଯୁଗ, ହେଲା କି ଧାତବ ଯୁଗ ଆମେ ଯୋଉ କହୁଛୁ, ଏବଂ ଦ ଲାଷ୍ଟ ୱାନ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଆଇରନ୍ ଏଜ୍ ବା ଆମେ ତାକୁ କହୁଛୁ ଲୌହ ଯୁଗ. Are you all audible?
Yes.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, my students. Then Bronze Age civilization. This block has 4 units. One is cultural and natural setting of the early civilization. The second unit is technological foundations and socio-economic parameters. The third unit is writing and artistic expressions. And the last unit is the social structure and the reconstructed. Okay. Basically, this unit has given few important civilization, and we will discuss very briefly about 4 civilization. The first one is Egypt, Misr Sabhyata, then Mesopotamia, then Harappan Sabhyata, Harappa civilization, then last one is.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello. Sir,
Hello.
I have a question.
Yes.
What is civilization, sir? Definition of
What is-
civilization.
Okay, civilization. सभ्यता कहले हमें कौन बुझू. Okay, what is civilization? Civilization basically the gathering of humans where we are easily जोठी हमें सब किसी देखि पारि थाउ. सभ्यता जो सभ्यतार टर्मटा आदिम मनुष्यଙ୍କ पाखरे नथिला, बहुत परवर्ती समय रे एहा आसिला तांको पाखकु. जो सभ्यतारे हमें देखुछु गोटे सामाजिक प्रणाली, गोटे सामाजिक प्रथा जोथिरे समस्त परस्पर निर्भरशील रहंती, सब जिंस बहुत सहजरे पाई थांती. ओके, एवं एही सभ्यतारो हमें संस्कृति शिखी थाउ. ए सभ्यतारो हमें समाजर विभिन्न नीति नियम जानि थाउ. ओके, बुझ पालो कि नै छ माने?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, can you say that civilization means a systematical way of living?
Yes. Yes.
हाँ, yes. आमे सिविलाइजेशन रे ही गुटे सिस्टमैटिकली लिविंग करूछे. ऑफ कोर्स काहे कि न करिबा, कारण आमे सभ्यता रे ही आमे किछि सिखुछु. आमे सभ्यता काहा को नै होई थाए, समस्त को नै.
Mr. Ranjan sir, I'll just add one thing. Actually, civilization, when we'll call it civilization, when people started using writing capacity or writing, their way of writing, we can say this civilization, it's a civilization. For example, Mohenjo-daro civilization or Harappan civilization, we used writing. Different.
Yes, sir.
So we can say it's a culture. Culture means it is a combination of different aspects of society.
Yes, sir.
Writing is a part of this culture.
Yes, sir.
Now, if these facilities was not available or writing, people were not knowing how to write using different codes.
Yes, sir.
But in Bronze Age, that facility, it was quite available, and people were using different codes to write or to communicate their expressions. But that expression was not available in other periods. That is why you cannot say these are civilizations. But
Okay,
you
sir.
can say these are the ages, or these are the ages where the people are living. No doubt they were living, but there was no civilization. People started using different types of writings, different types of codes, different types of you can say social communication started, cultural nuances it also emerged. So that is why we can say it's a combination of social, economy, political, and cultural aspects, which we can say is a culture.
Yes, 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 sir.
Okay.
Go
Thank you,
ahead.
sir.
Okay. Okay, then we will discuss about the Egypt, Misr Sabhyata, Egypt, which is called the gift of the Nile. Okay. ଆମେ ଯଦି ମିଶର ସଭ୍ୟତାକୁ ଦେଖିବା ତାହେଲେ ମିଶର ସଭ୍ୟତା ବହୁତ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିଆନ୍ସ ମାନେ ମତ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କର ସଭ୍ୟତା ଗଢି ଉଠିଥିଲା from 3000 BC to 525 BC. ଓକେ এই ସଭ୍ୟତା ବେସିକାଲି ଆଫ୍ରିକାର ଇଷ୍ଟ ଆଉ ନର୍ଥ ସାଇଡରେ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ମିଳେ the eastern part and northern part of Africa, where we will see the social life, ତାଙ୍କର ସାମାଜିକ ପ୍ରଣାଳୀ, ସାମାଜିକ ଜୀବନ, economical life, their religioustic belief, ଏବଂ ସେଠିକାର ବହୁତ ବଡ଼ ଫେମସ୍ ଜିନିଷ ହେଉଛି କୋଉଟା ନା ପିରାମିଡ, ହେଲା କି ପିରାମିଡ, their temple, their script and their also writing, ଏସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ବହୁତ କିଛି ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ଅଛି। ଯଦି ଆମେ କିଛି material को जिबा, then 1871 रे E.B. Taylor suggested that human intuition have succeeded each other in sequence in a substantially uniform way across the world. L.H. Morgan ମଧ୍ୟ ବହୁତ କିଛି କହିଛନ୍ତି ଆମର ସଭ୍ୟତା ବିଷୟରେ, ବେସିକାଲି ମିଶର ସଭ୍ୟତା ଉପରେ, ହେଲା କି and Gordon Child 1940 ଆଉ 1950 ରେ ସେ ତାଙ୍କର ଗୋଟେ ଇଭଲ୍ୟୁସନ କରିଥିଲେ, ଯୋଉ ଇଭଲ୍ୟୁସନ ସେ ତାଙ୍କର ମତ ସେ ଦେଇଥିଲେ about the civilization of Misr. Okay, Egypt civilization ବିଷୟରେ ସେ ଦେଇଥିଲେ। Many regions of the world went through the stone, bronze and iron ages. Okay, ଆମେ ଯୋଉ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଯୋଉ ଆଲୋଚନା କରୁଛୁ ଯୋଉ ସଭ୍ୟତା, ବେସିକାଲି ଏଟା ବ୍ରୋଞ୍ଜ ଏଜ ରୁ ହିଁ ଆସୁଛି ସବୁ ଗୁଡା, ହେଲା କି ଯେମିତି ଆମେ ମିଶର ସଭ୍ୟତା ହଉ, ମେସୋପୋଟାମିଆ ହଉ, ମେସୋପୋଟାମିଆ ପୁଣି ଆମେ ଯୋଉ ତିନୋଟି ସଭ୍ୟତା ତା ଭିତରେ ରହିଲା, ଯେମିତି ସୁମେରିୟ, ବେବିଲୋନିୟ, ଏସିରିୟ, এই ସଭ୍ୟତା ସବୁ ରହୁଛି, ଏବଂ ଆମର ଯୋଉ ରହିଲା ହରପ୍ପାନ ସିଭିଲାଇଜେସନ, ବେସିକାଲି ତାପରେ ଯୋଉ ଚାଇନିଜ ସିଭିଲାଇଜେସନ, ଏଟା ସବୁ ବ୍ରୋଞ୍ଜ ଏଜ ସିଭିଲାଇଜେସନ ରୁ ଆସୁଛି। ଓକେ, ଆଫ୍ଟର ଦ ଷ୍ଟୋନ ଏଜ, ସେଇ ଟାଇମ ରୁ ଏଗୁଡା ସବୁ ଆସୁଛି, ଏବଂ ଏସବୁ ସିଭିଲାଇଜେସନ ବେସିକାଲି ଆମର ଯୋଉ ଇଜିପ୍ଟ ସିଭିଲାଇଜେସନ ବା ମେସୋପୋଟାମିଆ, ଏରା ସବୁ ଆମର ବେସିକାଲି ମେଡିଟେରିଆନ, ଦ ସାଉଥର୍ନ ୟୁରୋପ ଆଉ ଅଲ୍ଟିମେଟଲି ୱେଷ୍ଟର୍ନ ୟୁରୋପ, ଏସବୁ ସିଭିଲାଇଜେସନ ସେଉଠୁ ଆମେ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ପାଉଛୁ, ଏବଂ ତାର ଯୋଉ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ଗୁଡା ଆମେ ଜାଣିବାକୁ ପାଉଛୁ। Then most tribal societies in the world did not develop a bronze age. We will discuss these 4 sections covering Egypt, Mesopotamia, Harappa and Sang civilization. Basically କାହିଁକି ଆମେ ଇଜିପ୍ଟ କୁ ଦ ଗିଫ୍ଟ ଅଫ ଦ ନାଇଲ କହୁଛେ, ନୀଳ ନଦୀର ଦାନ କାହିଁକି ଆମେ ଇଜିପ୍ଟ କୁ କହୁଛେ ବା ମିଶର କୁ କହୁଛେ, କାରଣ ନୀଳ ନଦୀର କଣ୍ଟ୍ରିବ୍ୟୁସନ ବହୁତ ସେଠି ଅଛି। Basically the ancient Egyptian distinguished 2 regions as lower Egypt and upper Egypt. କିଛି ମ୍ୟାପ ଅଛି, ଦେଖିବ ବହିରେ କିଛି ମ୍ୟାପ ଅଛି, ମେଟେରିଆଲ ବହିରେ କିଛି ମ୍ୟାପ ଅଛି, ମ୍ୟାପ କୁ ଲୋକେସନ କରିବ, ନର୍ଥ ଆଉ ଇଷ୍ଟର୍ନ ପାର୍ଟ ରେ ଆମର ଯୋଉ ସଭ୍ୟତା ଆସୁଛି ଆଫ୍ରିକାର,
Excuse me,
ଦେଖିପାରିବ ସେଠି
sir.
ମ୍ୟାପ
There
ଲୋକେସନ।
is a word in Egypt, the gift of the Nile. There is a word cataract.
ହଁ,
Can you clear about that?
where it is located?
Cataract. In page number 6, sir, there is a box in left side. Cataract.
अच्छा अच्छा, हाँ हाँ। The cataract is a kind of seal or laser granite in the bed of Nile River. That means a kind of seal. It's a kind of seal or lays a granite in the bed of a Nile river. नील नदी रो पाखरे गोटे ग्रानाइट गोटे पत्थर ओके स्टोन सेटा को हमें काटराड बोली कहूछु जोठु हमें किछि इंस देखो सेट कोन लिखा हिछि ऑन अकाउंट ऑफ व्हिच देयर आर रैपिड्स ऑफ वाटरफॉल्स सेठी किछि अकाउंट्स मिली छि हमकु बुझि पालो ना नहीं
ओके सर
से स्टोन सेटा गोटे रेकॉर्ड सेठु हमें किछि गोटे मिलु छि हमकु गोटे तथ्य जो तथ्यरु हमें से सभ्यता विषय किछि जानि परथौ से समय रे से जिंसरो किछि जिंस बिना जानि परथौ
Sir, 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. Sir, let student, learners, please wait. Let him explain and let him complete. Then you will given the opportunity to please note down those doubts. Okay. Those difficult
thank you,
parts, those passages you write down and let him complete because the seal is also used in Harappan civilization. Seal is a document. Okay. Seal is a either it's a metal where they or it's not it's a metal or sometimes they used it in the earthen clay and they wrote all the codes signs and symbols and they burnt it in the fire so that they kept it as a record. Okay, these are the seals is a record
is account
okay so let him finish.
Okay, thank you,
let him finish. Okay,
sure sir sure.
Then we will go to the cultivation. That means the Misr civilization has lots of cultivation, basically the wheat, barley, beans, gram, other winter crops. Okay, Egyptians had to pay attention to their local natural basins. Thus the origin of the Egyptian state, Kinsif, do not appear to have been connected with the needs of irrigation. Egypt was a highly productive land through the centuries. Misr सभ्यता तार जो आमे जदि बैकग्राउंड को देखिबा ताले तार प्रोडक्शन जो मेजॉरिटी टा बहुत हाई बिकॉज़ ऑफ दैट रिवर नाइल रिवर तार जो हेल्प टा बहुत अछि जा फल रे सभ्यता बहुत बढी उठितला भलो भाबरे तेणु करी नील नदी रो दान ए सभ्यता प्रति बहुत बेसी बिकॉज़ ऑफ गुड कंट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ नाइल रिवर दैट सिविलाइजेशन हैज ग्रोन अ लॉट आमे जदि इजिप्ट रो क्रोनोलॉजी टा को देखिबा तमे देखिबो आमे एटा को बेसिकली तीन भाग रे विभक्त करिचे. We have been divided by three types: the old kingdom, the middle kingdom, the new kingdom. All kingdom has their own time. Okay, their dynasties, third dynasties to sixth dynasty. The middle kingdom dynasties 7th to 12th. New kingdoms is 18th to 20s. देखियो बही रे सब कुछ डिटेल्स लिखा हिची. Then between about 3500 to 3000 BC, certain settlements appear to have developed as centers of politically, military or economic importance. किछि politically, किछि military, किछि economic importance हमें ए सभ्यता रो किछि देखिया को पाउछु. यदि हमें मेसोपोटामिया को जिबा मेसोपोटामिया सभ्यता बहुत ancient मध्य और बहुत पॉपुलर बिकॉज दिस इज वन ऑफ द वेरी इंपोर्टेंट सिविलाइजेशन वर्ल्ड रे हमें आको बहुत भलो भाबरे जानिछु पढिछु वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री रे. यदि हमें देखिबा त मेसोपोटामिया देन एहार जो एस्टैब्लिशमेंट बेसिकली 3000 टू 538 मध्ये रहितला बीसी 3000 बीसी टू 538 बीसी मध्ये रे एस्टैब्लिश होइतला जोटा कि एथि मटेरियल रे नाही. आई हैव कलेक्टेड दिस इंफॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम द इंटरनेट मोटा किछि नेट पाइथिली जोटा कि आमे देखि परिबा एहा को तीन भाग रे विभक्त कराई छै सभ्यता को. द फर्स्ट फेज इज कॉल्ड सुमेरियन, सेकंड फेज इज कॉल्ड बेबीलोनियन, थर्ड वन इज एसिरियन. लाइक जोटा कि एतटा डिटेल सेठी मटेरियल देई नाही. मु जेंति कहिथिली गतकाली हमकु पढिया को ले डिटेल्स जानिया को ले हमकु ग्रेजुएशन लेवल बही पढिया को पडियो बहुत किछि इंसो हेले हमकु गोटा आंसर ता देई होबो बा हमें किछि गोटा लिखि परिबा. सेति पे हमको किछि ग्रेजुएट लेवल बहिटा को पढिबो जो माने पढिचो ऑनर्स हिस्ट्री रखिचो से माने भला भाबरे जानि करथुबे. जो मानकर ऑनर्स हिस्ट्री नाही जो माने साइंस बैकग्राउंड पर आस्थिबे से माने टिके प्रीवियस बुक्स उडा पढिले इजीली टिके जानि होबो सब किछि. कारण और हिस्ट्री उडे एमिति सब्जेक्ट देयर इज नो बाउंड्री तो किछि नाही. बहुत दिनस अछि ता भितरे जदियो एहा लेखा सरी जाईछि तथापि आ भितरे बहुत जानिबार अछि. तो आमे एटी कहि परिबा जे मेसोपोटामिया कंट्रीब्यूशंस to the development of mathematics and astronomy. मेसोपोटामिया सभ्यता तार जो अवदान ता दुईटा सब्जेक्ट प्रति बहुत गुटे होची मैथमेटिक्स आउट होची एस्ट्रोनॉमी गणित ऊपर आ हम ज्योतिष ऊपर तार बहुत किछि अवदान रहिछि. मेसोपोटामिया इज द लैंड ऑफ land of Euphrates and Tigris river. प्रत्येक सभ्यता जेहेतु गोटे नदी कूल अवस्थित जमती नील नदी कूल मिशर सभ्यता अवस्थित बा जमती सिंधु नदी कूल हरप्पा सभ्यता अवस्थित सेमती आमर मेसोपोटामिया जो तीनोटी सभ्यता यही टाइग्रिस और यूफ्रेटिस नदी कूल अवस्थित से आम यही दुई नदी को सब मन रखू और यही दुई नदीर अवदान बहुत अच्छी सभ्यतार उन्नति पछरे आउ देखिबा किछि जिंस एठी जेमति कि इंपोर्टेंट पॉइंट्स अछि आ भितरे द साउदर्न प्लेन्स आर आल्सो कॉल्ड सुमेर तार जो जियोग्राफिकल लोकेशन ता टिके देखिबो जेमति का को पार्ट रे सुमेरियन सिविलाइजेशन रहउची कोठी रहउची बेबीलोनिया कोठी रहउची एसिरियन तीनटा जो सभ्यता रहउची को पार्ट रे को एरिया रे एटा बेसिकली ऑक्युपाई करूची टिके देखिबो सेटा Ancient Mesopotamia, जदि किछि हमें देखिबा सेतरे enormous and wool, the chief fabric was exported, pastoral produce, the milk products. एठी बेसिकली जिंसोडा रहउछि सब एठी. The system of
Excuse me, sir. Please explain in English also, sir.
okay. The system of irrigation made for conflict between agriculture. Sometimes we have seen in Mesopotamian civilization some agricultural communities, the conflict between agricultural communities. Those who utilize the upstream section of a channel could either use too much water or neglect or to clean the bed of the channel. Basically, few times or sometimes we have seen in the Mesopotamian civilization there are conflicts between the agricultural communities. Okay, land was scarce for the population because of the volatile ecosystem. Due to ecosystem, the land was scarce for the population. Then Mesopotamia temple, their architecture, their writing and the pottery forms appear to have been the communities outside. That means the Mesopotamia temple architecture were looking very good. Their writing, basically their script and their pottery, okay, it's appear to have been emulated by several communities. The chronology of Mesopotamia, eta ko tike tame follow karibo, you will see in your book the Mesopotamian chronology. Okay, in the early dynastic period, which was starting from 2900 to 2370 BC, the Sumerian civilization, which is called the Sumerian civilization. Then the Akkad period, जोटा कि आमे कहि पारे 2370 BC to 2150 BC मध्यरेला देखा देइतिला. ओके, ए जो क्रोनोलॉजी टा को टिके नजर करिवो त जो क्रोनोलॉजी रहउची बेसिकली हमरो एते कम मटेरियल देइची, बहुत कम देइची एथरे टिके प्रीवियस बुक्स गुडा देखिले डिटेल्स पाइबो जेमति हमर जो सुमेरियो बेबीलोनिया एसिरियो बा हम टोटल होल टा को जदी देखिबा जोटा कि व्हिच इज कॉल्ड द मेसोपोटामिया हमर सेथरे बहुत किछि इंसो अवेलेबल रहउची जोटा कि हम जानि परिबा. Then the third period is called civilization is called Harappan civilization, where it has written here the Harappan world. Harappan civilization, which was starting from 1921-22 by the excavation of three great personalities, Sir John Marshall, then R.D. Banerjee and Dayaram Sahani. Amanଙ୍କର ତିନି ଜଣଙ୍କର ମିଳିତ ଉଦ୍ୟମ ଫଳରେ we have got this civilization. Okay, here we have seen on the greater Indus plains, barley, the wheat, together with peas, gram, and steam, mustard were grown. Basically, agricultural things has written here in our material in IGNOU books. We have seen these things. If we will see the Harappan civilization, basically, then तार जो बहुत बड़ा जिनसटा होची कोन ड्रेनेज सिस्टम, तार जो ग्रेट बाथ बा तार जो स्ट्रीट बा ड्रेनेज सिस्टम, एग्रीकल्चरल, टेक्नोलॉजी, क्राफ्ट, वाटर सिस्टम, आर्ट एंड इकोनॉमी, स्क्रिप्ट, वेट मेजर, देन रिलीजियस बिलीफ, ऑफ कोर्स द लास्ट पार्ट ऑफ डिक्लाइन. ए सब जिंस हमें हरप्पन सिविलाइजेशन में देखिया को पाइबा लगी जोटा कि हमें पाई परिबु हरप्पन सभ्यता पढिले. आउ एठी जो मेटेरियल देछि हमें कहि परिबा जिंदि विभिन्न प्रकार सभ्यता near to Harappan civilization, basically Mohenjo-daro. The city of Mohenjo-daro had an estimated 700 wells for its domestic water supply. सातशह वेल्स कूओ आम देखा पाई कौटी मोहेंजोदारो सभ्यतार जोटा कि आम ये जापर wheat and barley are winter crops. Wheat and barley are winter crops. City of Mohenjo-daro had an estimated 700 wells. Several Harappan sites in western Sindh lie close to natural springs or artisan wells. Sindh and western Punjab, good wheat crops have been connected with well irrigation. Okay. Thus, canal irrigation would not have been possible for these winter crops in proto-historic times. Sheep and goat herders could have moved over long distance. During this time, basically, these peoples were used sheep and goat. Okay, could have moved over long distance. Long distance पे हमारे जाई पड़ते. Then Harappan settled area was not distance from sources of good wood or stone or metal. Dating approximately, some archaeologists has given the time of Harappan dating approximately 3300 to 2600 BC. So the spread of agricultural settlements over the plains of the Indus systems. The agricultural settlement जो देखा देइथिला हमर जो Indus civilization रे the time ए जो dating टा से ए time टा देइछि the cultivation of the same crops and animals as in the urban period. Okay. Basically, they were used the ornaments and the use of plough, the contracts at a distance across the highlands of Baluchistan and Afghanistan. Paradoxically, there is also evidence for inter-community warfare, including the appearance of perimeter walls around certain settlements. Several craft activities were also there in this civilization. Then the last civilization is called Shang civilization, which is located of northern and central China. Basically, Chinese civilization, China was the last of our regions to see the Bronze Age civilization. हमें जो ब्रोंज एज सिविलाइजेशन बेसिकली हमें चारटा सिविलाइजेशन देखिलु जेमती मिस्र सभ्यता में देखिलु वी हैव सीन द इजिप्ट सिविलाइजेशन मेसोपोटामिया सिविलाइजेशन इंडस सिविलाइजेशन एंड ऑफ कोर्स द लास्ट वन इज सांग सिविलाइजेशन here few dynasties which is very important, that is Hisa dynasty, Xia dynasty was succeeded by the Shang, whose 10th ruler established the city of Chengqiu around 1500 BC. Ritual human sacrifice is now in evidence, and so along the widest distribution of Shang cities occurred in this middle phase. There was probably no political unification, and other states also contested for power. In the Neolithic stage, villages were founded on the Huanghe, the river Huanghe. The Chinese civilization is near to Huanghe river. Okay, and here I will tell you some few things, important things. That is, the tools of cultivation were made of bone and stone. Okay, although specialized pastoralism with emphasis on the milk products of animals was never important in China. The buffalo, the cattle, goats, sheep, and pig were kept. Okay, and also poultry. They were used. These things. Grain was stored. ସେମାନେ କିଛି ଶସ୍ୟ ମଧ୍ୟ ଷ୍ଟୋର କରି ରଖୁଥିଲେ. Grain was stored, but no wheel transport existed until the Shang period. Shang period पर्यंत कौनसी wheel transportation सेठी देखा दी नथिला. The valley of northern China has harsh winters and temperature can fall to 8 degrees Celsius. It is summer, that is the wet season, monsoon rains amounting on average to 360 millimeter a year. The 10th Shang king moved his capital to Chengqiu. Many kinds of bronze tools and vessels were excavated, and a few inscribed bones were found. Many kinds of bronze tools were excavated. Okay, vessels were excavated, bronze tools were excavated, and few inscribed bones were also found. Hmm. The use of horse and chariot in warfare. We have seen few horses and few chariots were in warfare. Its best excavated area in Horseshoe with pit horses as well as structures on beaten earth platforms. The the two-wheeled chariots had arrived fully developed from Central Asia, probably around 1200 BC. Okay, then the last part. Fine, white pottery made of kaolin clay was in use together with other pottery. Patra जोटा मैं कहूँ wooden furniture was basically used this time, and porous hem cloth was worn. Silk came into use in China this time. So many kinds of ornaments and ritual objects were used by them. Unit 7, we will go to Unit 7, that is discussed about technological foundations and socio-economic parameters. Technological foundation and socio-economic parameters. Okay. In this unit, we will discuss the use of metals. We will also discuss the process of urbanization and also importance of trade in the Bronze Age civilization. So three things we have to do. Hello.
Yes, you are audible, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. So three things we have to give our attention. Basically, the first one is the process of urbanization, the importance of trade. Okay, these things is very important. And copper and bronze and implications. Use of metals, the process of urbanization, and importance of trade. The bronze civilization is 3 times we okay. Copper was the first metal to be used in most part of the world, followed by bronze, an alloy of copper with a low percentage of either arsenic, lead, or tin. The advantage of these metals is not necessarily that they are more resilient than stone, okay, but they can be melted and cast into a wide range of shapes and size of tools and weapons with their working edges or points in the desired form. In addition, copper is malleable and can be beaten into thin sheets or vessels of the desired shape. That means how copper is used for the daily life in this civilization. This makes for very thin objects not possible when copper is cast, and thus is an economically use of metal. In Western Asia, copper was first used by the tribal agriculturist people around 7000 BC. Native copper found in its metallic state, okay, which beaten into ornaments in the first stage of technological development. For casting copper, it melts at 1084 degrees Celsius. A higher temperature is required. Beaten copper helmets were worn by warriors. Copper helmets were used by the warriors. किसी copper helmet use होतला से समरी warrior मानों को पाई. In Mesopotamia, arsenic alloying was more common in the earlier stages. Okay, copper was acquired from the peninsula of Oman. वो जगह हमें पाउतलू Oman and from several places in upland of Anatolia and Iran. Okay, the regular use of tin bronze is evidence after about 2000 BC. In Egypt, the use of native copper and some smelting began after 3500 BC. The major artifacts types being daggers and axes. Few pictures are here in your material. You just see. देखले जानी पड़ी वो. In we can state that bronze age represents a true leap in technology so far as metal work. Okay. Therefore, other crafts using metal tools are concerned. ଆମେ ଯଦି urbanism ଆଡକୁ ଯିବା, if you will go to urbanism, then urbanism is possible only when the land has a capacity to support a large number of people per unit area. Also necessary are technologies that make feasible the transport of bulky food grain to the non-farming populations of urban nodes. In Egypt, the Nile was the main artery of communication for the narrow valley. Of course, the Indus and the Mesopotamia, we also have evidence for the use of wheeled vehicles, and there were pack animals too. Basically the donkey in Egypt and Mesopotamia and oxen in India. Pack animals. City life and clustering makes sense only when there are several persons engaged in diverse non-food producing occupations such as metallurgy, seal carving, administration, serving, the temples trade. ये सब जिनसे बेसिकली हम अर्बन एरिया रे देखा को मिलुतला. ये सब हैबिटेशन यूज होतला बेसिकली टेंपल, serving the temples, trade, administration, seal carving. Basically हमरो टाउन एरिया अर्बनिज्म एरिया रे देखा को मिलुतला. Then we will talk about in China. Few things I have to tell you in China. Basically, there is scare evidence of a Chalcolithic or copper stone age, but we can tell from the fine thin grey ceramics that the technology of the reducing had been mastered in the early Shang period and probably earlier. The bronze ritual vessels of the Shang have been written about voluminously. There are dozens of complex shapes for cooking, storing, serving food. Thus, we find that the city was not just a more dense and larger settlement than the villages that supported it with food and fuel. It was also a social entity, very different from the village community or the tribe. People were linked together not by the ties of kinship as in tribal society, not by costume, tradition and beliefs as co-residents of a village community. Then Mesopotamia art, basically of all our regions, Sumerian civilization was the more urbanized. Okay, in Mesopotamia, Sumerian civilization was the more urbanized. Mesopotamian art and literature were essentially urban in their ethos. Mesopotamian civilizations, they are basically Sumerian civilization art, and they are very urbanized. Okay, the great centers of public life, the temple and the palace, with their imposing architecture and immensely complex record keeping, were urban institutions. Then few statements as given by some archaeologists there, with few good woods and stones locally available. Architects had to make the best use of mud bricks. Regularly spaced inches and projections gave brick temple faced a play of light and shadow. Places, on the other hand, were truly imposing structures. A huge city like Urk come about in the beginning of the early dynastic period. People are more secure in world and large settlement than in small villages, desperate over the landscape. In the Mesopotamia literary tradition, Gilgamesh was a heroic king who built the city wall of Urk. The cities of Egypt, in total contrast to those of Mesopotamia, are largely inaccessible to the archaeologist peak. Houses were rectangular. Here, the houses were rectangular. Streets were very narrow, and the towns often divided into four quarters, each with its temple. Okay, and of course, maximum places we will see the elite residences. Okay. As for below ground houses, this kept people warm in the intensity cold winter and northern China. The connection between Bronze Age urbanization and the political development of stages and the political development of states and emergence of ruling elites is hopefully nuclear. Also, urbanization is connected with the development of new crafts and craft skill. So here, Gordon Child has statemented one thing. He has told one thing here. The urban revolution. Use the new term, the urban revolution, for the transformation. Then the role of trade. What is the contribution of trade? There was a question, did external trade contribute to the structure and particular characteristics of Bronze Age states and early civilizations? Okay, it's a question. We know that the use of copper, tin, lead and arsenic was integral to the Bronze Age social and economic transportation. Then we will discuss about those. There were imperatives to organize the imports of high status utilitarian things like cedar wood, okay, ivory, gold, lapis lazuli, and wood from the Harappan region to Sumerian civilization. एसବୁ जिनस किसी एक्सपोर्ट इंपोर्ट होतला किसी माने जेहेतु इकोनॉमिकली थिंग्स आमे एडा वाणिज्य व्यापार होतला एसବୁ जिनस किसी ट्रेडिंग रे लागुतला एगुडा ट्रेड वाज एक्चुअली इंपोर्ट ओरिएंटेड मिशंस ऑर्गेनाइज्ड बाय द स्टेट इट इज सिग्निफिकेंट दैट इन बोथ मेसोपोटामिया एंड आल्सो इजिप्ट in South Asia land routes from Baluchistan that brought materials like lapis lazuli to the Indus region ceased to function. A Harappan village was established near the lapis mines in eastern Afghanistan, and now lapis together with other materials mentioned above went out to Mesopotamia by sea. Lapis lazuli basically it's a stone, deep blue stones. Okay. So in this way, this Bronze Age civilization definitely marks significant development in the use of technology. So far as technology using metal tools are concerned, technological development led to the division of labor and of course the specialization. Few questions are here in below this page. किसी क्वेश्चन अछि ताकू टी नजर करिवो जेमति डिस्कस वेरियस टेक्निक्स यूज्ड टू एक्सट्रैक्ट कॉपर फ्रॉम ओर गिव a brief account of the use of objects copper and its alloy in activities other than wars. Out a very important question it अछि compare the urban plan of Mesopotamia and Shang cities. Discuss the pattern of the trade of Egyptian and Harappan civilization. Out a question अछि compare the urban plan of Egyptian and Harappan cities. ये चारि पांचटा क्वेश्चन अछि ताकू टी नजर करते पड़िबो. Then coming to 8 unit 8 is discussing about writing and artistic expression. बहुत किसी पिक्चर अछि ए यूनिट रे जोटा कि हमें जानि परिबा पिक्चर टाको देखिले भलो भाबरे because this unit giving information about writing form and brief narrative of its beginning and its importance of communication. Then we will go on to discuss the relationship between orality and literacy. We will also be introduced to the form of communication through the use of images. Writing. Writing Writing has been called a way of encoding information. What is writing? Writing has been called a way of encoding information or a system of symbolic. Okay, a set of visibly recognizable signs stands for a coherent pattern of that hold meaning in a particular language. This is the intellectual achievement that writing represents. Kichi देखो पेज हमर 8th यूनिट रो पूरा बैक रे अछि तळे अछि बिलो रे अछि कोन अछि देखो अर्लियस्ट राइटिंग इजिप्ट रे केमति लेखा उडा सब होतला से समय किछि पिक्चर सहित किछि लेखा भी रहउतला ता सहित सेउडा देखि क्लियर टिके होबो देन एठी देला मेसोपोटामिया रे राइटिंग गुडा साउथ एशिया चाइना okay in other way the writing brings with its new technology as it were its own skills and tools. Today, writing is possible for a 7-year-old. Nowadays, writing is possible for a 7-year-old because we use paper, pen and pencil so that it is possible for the nowadays people. But the Sumerian scribe had to pass signs with a widespread stylus on the clay. किछि माटी बा किछि माने कादुओ पिंडुला करिक ता ऊपर लेखा होतला जोटा कि से समय सेमति किछि फैसिलिटीज नथिला. In all civilization except the Mesopotamia, the writing system was logographic with one sign representing one word. The Harappan writing system died out because Harappan the writing ta ame ete ponto bi clear nahu kon ta writing kon kemti. Okay, that civilization died out. Okay, Mesopotamia the writing system was developed for the Sumerian language. Sumerian civilization jota mu कहली बहुत important बहुत developed civilization in Mesopotamia. Same as Sumerian civilization, because of Sumerian civilization the Mesopotamia writing is so developed. So writing made possible the keeping of records. Writing systems did not grow by incremental process. They did not evolve potters. Marks may be visually similar to the characters of a script, but the meaning of potter's marks is very limited, signifying the honor of the potter. The first written objects in Egypt were painted. The first written objects in Egypt were painted or inside posters about 3100 BC. Picture उडा बहुत होची सतरे राइटिंग थिंग्स उडा रहउची तमे सेटा नजर करिवो. आउट राइटिंग रहउची कर्सिव राइटिंग. कर्सिव राइटिंग जोटा कि हमें देखियो पाउतुल मिस्र सभ्यता रे हां इजिप्टियन सिविलाइजेशन हम देखियो पाउतुल सेटा. From a starting stage in which writing was used mainly to identify things or more levels. Okay, it progressed to continuous text so that by the late old kingdoms, letters, mortuary spells and autobiographies of persons were so also written. परवर्ती समय ए सब जिंस डेवलप हेतिला जोटा कि हमें कहि परिबा लेटर ऊपरे स्पेल ऊपरे स्पेलिंग ऊपरे एंड ऑटोबायोग्राफी ऊपरे धीरे धीरे साइमल्टेनियसली इट वाज डेवलप्ड. Overall, the system of writing had little artistic attraction and was extremely difficult to learn. Yet it spread to many parts of Western Asia, to kingdoms in Syria, on the coast and on the Otonets river. Esu jagaru we have seen some writing materials, some writing accounts. The script and system of writing spread together with certain genres of literature. The most striking being the narrative about Gilgamesh that developed in and strongly associated with Mesopotamia high culture. And again, we will discuss about orality, literacy and literature. This is all about the writing thing. Orality, literacy and literature. पढ़िबो मटेरियल उडा पढ़िबो सब जा भी अछि तुम पाके एटा has been suggested by scholars that with the coming of writing, the modes of verbal expression. It has also been said that the implications of literacy should not be overestimated. हेलो ପିଲାମାନେ ଶୁଣି ପାରୁଛ ନା?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you need to explore the interface between orality and literacy. So what is the difference between orality and literacy? Here it is mentioned very beautifully, and the dimension of literacy in any society. Orally definitely ଆମେ କିଛି ଏଥିରେ କିଛି କହୁଛୁ, whenever we are speaking anything, that is called orally. Okay, and literacy and the dimension of literacy in any society. The Mesopotamia evidence teaches us, in other words, that orality and literacy are not two separate compartments. Then here I will tell you non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication. What is non-verbal communication? Do you know what is non-verbal communication? Hello. Okay, let me tell. This is something facial expression without using any language. Okay, eye contact, posture, but tone of voice. Okay, to balance the things, communication through the use of images. In this unit, এই यूनिट रे हमें बहुत किसी देखिबा 8 यूनिट रे तमे देखिबो नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन रो बहुत गुडा पिक्चर देछि we have so many pictures in our material एंति देउछि इजिप्टियन टॉम पेंटिंग इजिप्ट रो गुडे टॉम पेंटिंग देखैछि जोटा के एठे रखिछि देन द नॉर्मल प्लेट ए पिक्चर रा नजर करिवो कॉपर टैबलेट्स फ्रॉम मोहेनजोदारो कॉपर टैबलेट्स फ्रॉम मोहेनजोदारो पिक्चर टा नजर करिवो इजी होबो टिके बुझिया पई our main source on Harappan images and writings in the seals most of which were found in the large cities. The writings on the Harappan seals it was found through computer analysis has no correlation with the image. Illustration statue of Gudea ए गोटा स्टैच्यू देछि पेज नंबर 45 रे गोटा स्टैच्यू देछि ताकू नजर करिवो इट्स अ किंग नेम गुडिया who ruled a little later in Ladas. Okay, then priest king Mohenjo-daro page number 46 the picture about priest king of Mohenjo-daro. Okay, बहुत सा पिक्चर अछि देखिबो नजर करिवो जानिबो आउ एई सेक्शन रे गोटे क्वेश्चन थिला दुईटा गोटे क्वेश्चन बहुत इंपोर्टेंट अछि लास्ट क्वेश्चन ता देखो से कोन कहूची डिस्कस वेरियस इमेजेस फाउंड इन अर्ली इजिप्टियन एंड हरप्पन सिविलाइजेशन आउ फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन रे इंपोर्टेंट अछि व्हाट वर द वेरियस मीडियम्स यूज्ड फॉर राइटिंग इन डिफरेंट सिविलाइजेशन फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन रे बहुत इंपोर्टेंट नजर
छुट्टी हेले जित्ती ट्यूशन पढ़ाई
social structure and reconstructed. Okay, the social constructed, the social structure and reconstructed. Okay, with the emergence of state the institution of kingship becomes important. The state that emerge हुए सेतोले kingship बहुत necessary to hold to administration the state to the peoples. He will learn about the skull king and the nature of kingship. The Bronze Age society आमे जो चारिटा सभ्यता वर्तमान देखिलु we have seen four civilizations. The all civilization belongs to Bronze Age civilization. Bronze Age time से जो Bronze Age time को जो civilization आमे देखिलु civilization रो कोन अछि nature टा. Okay, the social structure of Bronze Age societies. This reconstruction shall depend mainly on the Mesopotamia evidence. It is for this region that thousands of written tablets of the 3rd millennium BC are available to the historians, which give enormously detailed information. A large segment of an tablets, basically, for instance, documents the month by month work of an official in charge of grain disbursements in one small center. Moreover, there is a wealth of archaeological and settlement pattern data. Then see, as far as the written evidence goes, only a few members of the elite actually purchased land and became private owners. Land had become private owners. Okay. Then basically bronzes are there references to land registration or to the state keeping records of land holdings. ये जो bronze age time रे basically आमे किसी reference पाउचु जोटा कि land registration ऊपरे or to the state keeping records which of land holdings. The state sector comprise the economics of the temple and palace, the property of gods, kings, and rulers. There is absolutely no evidence that the rural people had to pay a tax in grain on their harvest. जहाँ भी किसी harvest करूथुले सेमाने किसी tax payment करूनुथुले. It was periodic labor that they owed to their king and gods. The king allotted parcels of land around the town or further. The produce was stored. जहाँ भी किसी produce होतुले सेमा story की होतुला. Merchants went abroad on behalf of the king, and payments made for labor in the state sector. Payment भी होतुला state sector है, where rations rather than wages. मजदूरी अपेक्षा. Then they took the form of flour, bread, wool, fish, etc. They were paid, of course, monthly. Then, of course, few statements are here. The king and his extended family and military officials not only laid claim to the palace land, they were also de facto owners. The temples, states, herds, and fisheries and workshops. Bronze Age situation, it was the king group that had acquired the permanent power to impose its will on society. So there is evidence that in broad outline society in Bronze Age Egypt was similarity structure. You may recall that on the Narmer plate ahead on the red crown and Lower Egypt. The Egyptian systems of creating states, however, has no parallel in Mesopotamia. Similarly, it has been calculated that the city wall made of hundreds of layers of beaten down mud that protected Chenzhou in northern China that took 10,000 men 18 years to build. Given such evidence, it is reasonable to ascribe the planned Harappan cities to state initiative. Yes, the conclusion part, here I will tell you the state sector and writing and few records and archives do not, it needs to be said, amount to the formation of a bureaucracy in any of these societies. So, bureaucracy involves specialization of duties and chain of command. The Bronze Age state had emerged from a society in which kinship was the relation of production. There was no money economy and few institutions for the codification of law or the executive action. Then this unit has given the last points, that is the institution of sterile kinship. So people basically perform rituals in order to purify either themselves or a particular place, to predict what will happen, to basically create abundance. The early kings who had little coercive force at their command and little privilege as regards ownership of land or irrigation water, the more potential for conflict in their societies, the more they vested their office in mystical values. So the Bronze Age Egypt, Egypt and Mesopotamia, there were many rebellions, wars of succession, Bronze Age. এই সভ্যতার বহুত কিছু রিবেলিয়ন भी দেখা ହେଇଥିଲା. Egypt and Mesopotamia, there were many rebellions, wars of successions, and assassinations of rulers. ହତ୍ୟା ବି ହେଇଥିଲା rulers ମାନଙ୍କର. Okay. In the case of Mesopotamia, basically we have seen the royal burials of Ur involved the dispositions of all kinds of costly and skillfully crafted items with the dead. Okay. Then the last part of this unit is discussing about the fate of the Bronze Age states, a collection of historical narratives and some poetry of this period, basically known to us in later editions, are a valuable source of history. The Iron Age came to China in around 500 BC. The political unification of all China was achieved in 221 BC. As regards the first region between the Nile and the Indus, we need to consider not just the great river valleys, but also their hinterlands. So, we have made passing references to the world in which the Bronze Age society of Egypt, Mesopotamia, and South Asia functioned. In fact, after the Harappan Bronze Age, we find several rural and Chalcolithic cultures in Gujarat, Sindh, and Ghaggar, Sravasti, and Hakra plains. Metal was used on a restricted level, and these cultures were marked by an absence of full-fledged metallurgy, literacy, and city life. Crafts were few and technically modest. The concept of the routing device and the potter's wheel, where non-wheel transport was rare. And the last thing I am going to tell you, the Bronze Age Mesopotamia also had seen episodes of imperialist expansion. Basically, the imperialist expansion, but in the Iron Age, a new factor seems to have prevailed. The power and the wealth of the ruling elites of the Iron Age depends less on the organization of agricultural and craft production and trade missions. So everywhere it appears economics utilizing bronze tools of productions were doomed to be dependent on elite organization of external trade and local production. So in some areas of the world, they left lasting legacy in the realms of art, iconography, literature, and religious thought. In process, in other places, such systems do not appear to have had a role in the civilizational process that would later unfold. It will remain a challenge to historians for decades to come to explain this difference. So in this way, our 9th unit has finished. Okay. So this 4 units is coming from this second block. Now 6, 7 and 8, 9. Cultural and natural settings of the early civilization, technological foundation and socio-economic parameters, writing and artistic expressions, and the last one is the social structure and reconstructed. Okay, and we have seen many civilizations during Bronze Age time, the Egypt civilization, Mesopotamia civilization, Indus civilization, of course the last one is Chinese civilization. Many civilizations we have seen. We have also learned some few important things from this civilization. Okay, so have you got the all things or not? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is
sir.
audible. Now it is open for discussion.
Okay. Okay, the students, do you have any doubts? We will discuss.
Sir,
Please,
one doubt is there.
Yes, yes.
Sir, regarding that extraction of copper ore from that ore, what are the difference they used during that time? Because
Hello.
technology it was not developed that much. Sir,
Please say out loudly.
sir, extraction
Uh,
of copper and later it was making alloy with tin and made bronze. So, what is the methods they used during that time? Because technology it was not that much developed during that time. Sir, how they
No.
extract
Yes.
copper from the ore?
Yes. Though that time technology were not found, the technology were not present that time, but they were used practically. Okay. By getting some ideas, they were used these things. Then they used to write from that plates, mud. Okay, so technology were not established there, not present there, but simply they were used these
Okay,
things.
let me explain, sir. Actually, it was Chalcolithic. It is the called Chalcolithic period. Copper age
Yes,
is
sir.
Chalcolithic period. Later, when the people thought of because it's the evolutionary process. Because gradually the civilization is emerging and progressing towards development. So when the people started using copper, and they thought that why not making a stronger one? So already they knew the use of fire. So with the help of fire, they collected tin and copper. Copper was collected from Rajasthan, and tin was collected from Hyderabad. So these combinations, these metals were merged the traditional, a very traditional way. They melted and casted. Casted and melted. This melting and casting, this process, it was known to the people during that period. We cannot say that it was. Take the example in the tribal society nowadays. People are very much because they were not following the modern method. Still, then the people are practicing the traditional method of casting and melting the
Yes.
metals, and still it is existing in our tribal society. Same thing, it was also practiced by the people in the Chalcolithic period, followed by the Bronze Age. Because why, you may ask questions, in the Chalcolithic period, what happened? Why the people are thinking of using a different metals? Because when the civilization was progressing towards a different development or different developmental process, so people thought that why not making a metal which will stronger than copper. So that bronze is stronger than copper. Copper can be you can say copper is the softer than, or you can say bronze rather than copper. So that is why people thought that why not we'll use the metals which will be stronger and which will long lasting and which will be ever, or you can say which help us to protect ourselves from for outside pressure. So from that point of view, bronze was used by the Harappans, and it was obviously there was a parallel civilization, as I already mentioned. There was a parallel civilization, as it is called Chinese civilization, Sumerian civilization, Egypt civilization. All the civilizations existed on the bank of the river. You cannot deny it, because still we can say all the civilizations existed on the bank of the river. For taking the example of, as I said, there are some, you can say Harappan civilization, you can say take the example of Indus River. There are some Saraswati River, on the bank of the Saraswati River, Kalibangan civilization. There are so So other, you can say, the contemporary civilization also you can say emerged in that period. But you can, if you analyze all the civilization and their cultural or social or political aspects, you will find there must be some kind of relationship with each other. If you see Harappan civilization, it must have relationship with Egyptian civilization. Taking the example of, I will tell you one thing: pictographic form of writing. You must have heard this is a pictographic form of writing. This pictographic form of writing is nothing. It is consisting of signs and symbols. These symbols and signs are still practiced in South India. If we see South Indian Tamil, take the example of Tamil script. Tamil script is nothing. It is a completely symbols and signs. You know?
Yes.
So these symbols and signs indicate some kind of verbal communication, and this was used in the form of writing, and this writing was also practiced by the Harappans, and particularly during that period. So you cannot say that the people are not knowing the casting and metallurgy work. There was no, of course, it was a traditional method. It was not up to that much developed. But gradually, when the civilization, you can say, progressed later on, you'll find how iron was used, how iron was casted. So these things you will find. Let's continue, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Vishal sir, continue, sir.
Okay. Then any other discussion from the students?
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Any
Are you
questions?
Yes, sir. Actually, just little confused about the
yes.
cursive writing. Just now you told us about the cursive writing. What is the cursive writing and which civilization that work? Cursive writing. Just now.
That is coming from yes, that is coming from Egypt civilization. That means Misr Savyata, Egypt civilization.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Cursive writings.
Sir, I have a question
Okay.
from Unit 6.
Any other question?
Okay, you can ask. Okay.
Yes.
Sir, where's Sumer and Babylon the same thing? Sumer and Babylon are the same thing?
No, it's different. Sumer and Babylon and Assyria, these are the different civilization. Though it is coming from Mesopotamia, but it is different phases.
Okay, sir. Sir, one more question from
Okay.
Unit 7.
Unit 7, okay. Tell me question.
What is the urban plan of Mesopotamia?
Yes, that is very good question. Let me explain that
Okay, sir.
urban planning. You see, it is that urban civilization has a better and scientific way of town planning. They have a scientific way of town planning. You cannot imagine. You will be surprised to know that the town planning, it was in a grid system. For example, the road east and west intersected with north and south. So the roads are very straight and very broad, and all the roads are being built of bond bricks, remember. But that system you will find in Calcutta. If you visit Calcutta, you will find all the roads are constructed with bricks. So similar pattern, you will find the Harappan civilization town planning. It was also similar way. It was the people constructed all the roads with bond bricks, and they used three types of bricks. Remember, my friends, bond bricks, baked bricks, and sun-dried bricks. Remember, three types of bricks they used in different purpose. I'll tell you one thing: in which way in what way they use tool or the bricks. The road, whatever the road they constructed, it was, remember, it was rectangular in size. Remember, grid system, rectangular size means straight. There was no, you see, all the roads east and west, all the roads, suppose for example east and west, all the roads which runs from east to west intersected at the right angle. Right angle means what? Means the roads are very straight, and the roads indicates that they are broad, not narrow. You know, roads are very clean, because why? On what part we can say? Now later, when the archaeologists discovered that on the roadside there was a drainage, you know, the drainage system was there, and this drainage system was covered with stone slabs. Clear now? At present, we are also following the same way. On the roadside, you will find all the drains are there. It was covered with stone slabs. And why they use stone slabs? Now, people, they were very much concerned about hygiene, and because they were thinking that it may spread epidemic, because that is why the people were the people covered the drainage with stone slabs. One. Number two is that all the this is the main. There are two types of drains were available. One is main drain. Another is the drains which you are connected to the public place. You know, the drains which are connected to the public place or lane. Because again you will find the houses were constructed in such a way there are lanes, small lanes, big lanes. These lanes on the side of the lanes, all the drains were connected to the each house. Now you understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. That means all the drains are connected to the all houses, and these houses, there is a facility to drain out the garbage, all the rubbish products to the which are connected to the lane. Again, there, as I said, there is a lane on the side of the lane, or there is a drains, and these drains are passed through, or you can say it passed through, and it was connected with the main drains. And the main drains were available on the roadside, on the main road. And this again, it was also the people are so concerned during that time. Even the people, they thought of not storing the garbage inside the town. The outside the town there was a system, and the main drains, it passed and ran towards the end of the town, and where there is a storage capacity or storage where the garbage product could be stored. So this system, it was discovered because nothing, whatever the archaeologists they discovered, it was just a presumption that it might be or it might have been. So there is no surety that it was, but with the scientific and scientific analysis, so it was presumed that it was a well town plan, and the people, they followed the well town planning, and the people are very concerned about hygiene and sanitation, and I can say that it is a better modernized in comparison to other civilizations of the world, and I can say that whatever the tools they used for, and it was better than other civilizations, and it was much more advanced. Now it is if you do not understand any concept, because there are many aspects. Harappan civilization is a big chapter, and it will take minimum 2-3 periods to complete. Sir, I'll just focus which are related to your topics, are related to your chapters or units. So another example I'll tell you, is a seals. Seals, why they use seals? There are different kind of seals. So there is a, you can say, rectangular seal, square type of seals, and round seals. These seals are made of mud, clay. They collected clay and they wrote something in a codified manner, pictographic form. Suppose for example they having a trade and commerce. So these trade and commerce, whatever the transaction they made on each day, they recorded on the seals, which were made of clay or mud, and dry it. Sometimes they dried it, and sometimes they burn it in the fire. They burn it in the fire in order to keep it for a longer period. And these are the recorded accounts. Remember, these are the recorded accounts maintained by traders and commercial or businessmen during those days. And these seals are found, those seals are found in India. Some seals are found, similar seals are also found in Egypt. What do you presume? You will presume that the traders from Egypt, they might have visited India, or the traders, they might have visited Egypt. The Indian traders or the Harappan traders might have visited the Egyptian civilization, or the Egyptian traders might have visited India, and they must have collected these Indian seals are Harappan seals from India. So this kind of presumption can be made. But till date, you will believe, till date, no archaeologist can derive any conclusion that what is written in the seals. Seals, in the seals, there are some pictograph, the written form is pictographic. They have written some symbols and signs. These symbols and signs indicate some kind of verbal communication or accounts which are completely related to the Tamil script, which is available presently in Tamil Nadu or Andhra Pradesh, or in, you can say, in Kerala. So this kind of relationship also you can find in Harappan civilization. Later on, find what development took place in other civilization. It is a different thing. But these are the contemporary civilizations which develop simultaneously, and each and every civilization, they are dependent on each other. You will find Indian seals are found in Egypt. In Egyptian seals are also found in India. So what it indicates? It indicates there was a trade and commercial relationship between Egypt and Harappa. It's simply that, because you have to produce the evidence. On the basis of that evidence, you can highlight that there was a trade and commercial relationship. Similarly, when you are discussing about the religious condition practiced by the Harappans, you have to focus on a mother goddess. You know, mother goddess and Pasupatinath. Because these are the two important components which are related to the religious life of the Harappan people. Because religious life is very important of the Harappan people. They worshipped the mother goddess because mother goddess was considered as the land fertility, or the goddess of land fertility, because agriculture was the prime occupation of the Harappans. They thought that mother goddess is the creator and rearer and savior of Harappans. So in order to produce more agricultural product, in order to make their soil more fertile, they worship mother goddess, and mother goddess was considered as the important goddess. And less you will find besides agriculture. When agriculture was there parallel, you can say, because without the domestication of animals, so agriculture cannot survive. So at the same time, Pasupatinath, or you can say Lord Shiva, present Lord Shiva, was compared. It was compared with a modern Shiva. And this Pasupatinath, it was considered as the Lord of animals. You know, Lord of animals. So Lord of animals means he was the god and he was taking care of the animals. And because as the people are comparatively acquainted with the domestication of animals, those animals were related to the field of agriculture, and that is why people started practicing or started domesticating the animals, those who are very much useful for them. And that is why, in order to keep or expand or to grow their animal segments, so people started worshipping Lord Shiva. So this way, you can say Lord Shiva and Pasupatinath were most important component of the religious life of the Harappans people. Okay, so this is the religious life. So many aspects you cannot complete it. That is why I request all of you, please go through the material soft copy, just round off the soft copy, or then you have a complete knowledge. Then you can discuss this topic in your open session. You know, let Biswal sir continue, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, then any questions? Any from these units? Okay, any question?
No, sir.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Proceed your question.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir. This
Hello.
is about the Harappan civilization. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
About the Harappan civilization. Sometimes the people say that they are eradicated, or they are. We don't find anything that how they died due to natural calamities or due to flood. Could you explain it how they died?
How they died?
Yes.
okay, that civilization has declined due to many
Yes.
reasons. Okay, due to many reasons. That means the reasons in the foreign invaders. Due to foreign
Yes.
invaders, then the civilization, peoples died. Then uh, problem of ecological systems. Okay,
Okay.
then
Okay.
the problem of uh, the lack of woods. The
Okay.
forests were cut by the peoples of Harappans. These are the main
Okay.
things, so that this civilization has declined. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
There are
Then
actually, sir, student, there are many factors responsible for the decline of the civilization. Basically, you can say the invasion of the invasions,
Aryans.
Invasions. Number one. Number two is that ecological change, because certain change of climate,
Climate.
sudden change of climate, which force them to migrate to South India. You know,
Okay.
we cannot say that they have already suddenly died. It is not proved. You
Okay.
know,
Okay.
it's not proved. That is why I'm telling you how it is linked. So what happens when the Aryans invaded? You know,
Mm.
they used horse, they used sophisticated weapons like iron. Remember, the Aryans when they came, and they came from where? You know,
Southern
southern
Central Asia maybe.
Central Asia. So they came from Central Asia, and their purpose was to not to rule, you know,
So
and to, rather to expand their empire, or to spread their, or you can say or spread their cultural aspects. You know,
okay.
when they invaded, what happens? The Harappans were defeated because their metal was not as much.
Yep.
Yes, the metal was very softer. They used bronze, they used copper, and when the Aryans used iron, which was much better than or superior to the metals which are used by the Harappans. Number one.
Okay.
Number two is that when there was, you see, the ecological change, when there was a sudden change in climate, so gradually
Okay.
what happens, the stream or the river changed
Mm.
its direction, changed
Oh,
its
maybe, yeah.
direction. That was, and that also there was a drought, there was less rainfall, there was desert, you know, there was less rainfall, people could not produce agricultural food. So people started moving towards South India. You know,
Okay. Okay.
moving towards South India, as today you find those Dravidians in South
Dravidians,
India, they are the replica, they are the progeny, or they are the offspring of the Harappans people. You know, who are the Harappans?
Okay.
They are the Dravidians. You know,
Dravidians. Okay.
cannot say that they all died. We cannot say. But in the battle, of course, some people died. But due to the change of climate, or due to the change in climatic situation, people started migrating towards South India in order to survive, because there was no agricultural production, there was no water, there was a drought, you know, and the land became saline. The land
Saline.
became saline, or it became desert, so it became less fertile. So people were forced to migrate towards South India in order to
South
survive.
India.
You know, these are the reasons. Okay, sir, you continue, sir.
Okay. Yes.
Maybe these Tamilians are all, maybe they are related to this
Exactly,
Dravidians.
exactly. Because they are, as I said, their language is related to the pictography. Their,
Okay.
whatever the script they were using, Tamil script, or you can say you can say Malayali script. These are all you see. If you see, they are also using some symbols, signs,
Symbols, yeah.
you know, and these are. It is a presumption. It is not no concrete evidence. Still, it is not found. So it is a presumption that they migrated with this culture, and this culture they also started in South India.
South India.
Okay. Then any other question from anyone?
Oh, sir, one more
Son
question.
of Egyptian.
Okay, then tell me.
Hello.
Okay. Hello.
Sir, I have read somewhere there was a granary in Harappan civilization. Granary.
Yes.
Then was it this granary belong to a particular people or as this whole community, and why they were gathering that granary? Could you tell that reason why they were gathering that in that granary all the crops or paddies?
No, they used to store some
Yeah.
crops in the granary. Okay,
Yeah.
they used granary to store
Hmm.
some crops
Hmm.
from during this flood time, during this situation, dangerous situation time. They use this granary to store
Hmm.
this crop. Okay,
Hmm.
harvesting
Hmm.
crops.
Okay.
So
Uh,
they gather and to store these things.
okay. Means we can we
Storage, the granary is nothing, it's a storage. That means the people
Storage,
are
yes.
concerned. And whatever their surplus production, they store it in the granary for future purpose. Because there was a flood, there was a scarcity of food grain. So that time, the public can use it for their daily life. So that is why they kept it in the storage or granary, and that was a public use. Okay, and that is for public purpose. So the people store it in the granary, and that could be used during the time of flood or scarcity of food grain. Okay.
Yes.
okay. One more question, sir. Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Hello.
Question. Okay.
One more question. Means there were 2 stories building in Harappa civilization. Okay.
Okay.
And the gates or the doors were somewhere. I have read somewhere that doors were constructed to the western side, and maybe for some elite people. Then some for lower people, the door was constructed to some other
No.
direction.
There are, you see, I'll just explain.
Yeah.
There are the upper house or upper town. It was inhabited by the rich people. Okay.
Okay.
There are 2 types of barracks or 2 types of, for example, 2 types. Now in town, for example, I'm just giving a small example in present days. You see,
Okay.
all the towns, you see, slum area is there or not?
Yes.
Our town slum area generally lived by the, or you can say, poor people. So similarly, in Harappan town planning, it was found that the upper town was inhabited by the rich section. Who are the rich section? The rich section comprised of traders, businessmen, and merchants. Okay,
Okay.
and the lower town, it was inhabited by the common people. You know, it was common people. So it was this called lower town and upper town. It was a division on the basis of economic strength. You know, on the basis of economic strength and on the basis of economic capabilities. So people, those who are rich, they lived in upper town. People having less capabilities, less economic strength, lived in lower town. So this kind of division, it was made by them. You know, it was made by them. And this system, they followed it. You know, they followed it, and it was a nice planning. You know, any question?
Okay.
Any more question?
Okay. Any
Sir,
questions from any students?
Yes, sir. What is the urban plan of Egyptian? Like we know about urban plan of Harappan.
Okay.
Sorry, the urban plan of Mesopotamia. Just now, sir explained, and I want to know about the urban plan of Egyptian.
Yes. The urban plan of Egyptian. Your question is the urban plan of Egyptian. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Egyptians.
Okay. The same procedure, there is nothing much difference, because the Egyptian peoples, basically they were very strong. Okay, due to Nile River, they were developed a lot, especially for the agriculture, especially for the economy. Their society was too strong than the other civilization, similar to other civilization also. So their process is very similar and not so much different. And the, basically the society, their political organization and their economy, as I told you, their systems, you know, the old kingdoms, middle kingdoms, these systems are followed by them. So they have good organization systems. So it is too good than the other civilizations. Vijay sir,
Okay.
Any other question?
any other questions?
Okay, sir, one more question, last question for me, okay? Sir, in Egypt, there is pyramid, okay? And in India, we have the stupas.
Stupa.
Could you explain the difference between this
Okay,
pyramid
okay.
and
Let me
stupa?
explain. It's a very interesting question you asked. You posed.
Yes, sir.
Pyramid is a structure where the remains of the dead body was kept in with a chemical process.
Oh, okay.
They were very much acquainted with the use of chemicals. And they
Okay,
used
okay,
the chemical and in their body, in the dead body of their relatives, and kept
okay,
in the coffin. And this coffin was covered with a structural way, and this structure in a pyramid manner. Means
okay,
the lower structure is larger and the upper
okay.
structure is little bit lesser.
Narrow.
Is narrow. It's a broad
Hmm.
and narrow. But
Yeah.
whereas stupa is
Hmm.
only the remains of Lord Buddha,
Okay, okay, okay.
remaining parts. Because sometimes you find stupa, there is a Chaitya hall, remains
Yeah.
stupa, you'll find inside the stupa the remains of the remains means what? Maybe hair, maybe
Hair.
nails, maybe whatever the
Bones.
parts of the Lord Buddha was kept as a memory.
Okay.
And this stupa was constructed as a memory in the memory of Lord Buddha, and it was worshipped by the people, those who followed the religion. It was
Buddhism, yeah.
yes. It's a
Okay.
sacred shrine. You can say it's a sacred
Shrine.
place.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a sacred place or it's a sacred sanctum. It was
Yeah, yeah.
constructed in the memory of Lord Buddha. What
Buddha.
happens? That the people collected nails, hair, and the different kind of body parts, and they kept it in the stupa.
In that
And
stupa.
they built above it, because inside the stupa there is a you can say
Some
there is
relics are there.
yes, there is a exactly there is a there is a one structure, and this structure, inside the structure you'll find the remains of Lord Buddha is found. So they people
Okay.
started worshipping
Worshipping.
as a symbol of Lord Buddha,
Lord Buddha.
and it is found in you can Sanchi. Sanchi is a
Sanchi,
famous
yeah, yeah. I have visited that.
Madhya Pradesh. So famous stupa in Sanchi, it is a symbol of Lord Buddha. And any more question, or we wind up the program? How is the program?
Okay. Interaction is very productive.
Okay, productive. Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
nice question. So, Vishwaranjan sir, are you online?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I'm in online.
We will wind up the program. And
Yes, sir.
thank you very much on behalf of the regional center. I convey my regards to you, and I
Thank you,
convey
sir.
my gratitude to you, and